Hi and welcome to another gaming video, and in today's video it's going to be quite a short video. Previously I talked about my PSP, which I'd recently purchased and put a large SD card in. I did that via the Memory Stick Pro Duo to MicroSD adapter. So you just buy one of these little things, they're about £2, one of these, and you put a MicroSD card in it. And a lot of people have asked, what size can a PSP take? As far as I can tell, you could put a 2 gig micro SD card in, but the larger the card, the slower the PSP reads it. I've got 128 gig in there, and it is noticeable in terms of access speed. When you turn it on, it takes a little longer to boot up, and if you go into the memory card itself, you can see that it's accessing away and just takes a little longer to access. Some people have complained and say, oh, that's a little long. It's noticeable. Every time you go back into the memory card, it does take a little while to read it. But UMDs were by no means fast to load, so it's a bit of a non-complaint really. I think some people just like to complain about things. The smaller the SD card, the faster it loads. I'm not entirely sure. I think official PSP cards went up to about 32 or possibly 64 gig, but the price of those is through the roof. You can pick up a 128 gig micro SD card for about £11, decent brand, so you know you're getting good quality. Anything more than that is a bit of overkill, and you will notice that the time it takes to access that card and maybe read things off it is a little bit longer. But anything under 128 gig, it's absolutely fine. So yes, you can put large micro SD cards in a Sony PSP, but the larger you go, the slightly longer the access time is, and we are talking seconds. I think if I was to put in a 512 or a 1TB micro SD card, then I think access time would be really noticeable and probably a bit irritable. But 128 gig, absolutely fine. It takes sort of an extra few seconds to load up, but you've got everything on that card rather than having to swap your MDs, which I didn't think were great in the first place. Link, like, subscribe, enjoy.